That's quite an impressive number.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Peter Cattani, and Set 10 is 1 month away. If you're interested in any products or single, please check out the link below. It costs you nothing extra and helps support your favorite game store. Hopefully, us, right? So, I got a confession. Set 10, super excited. Oh my god, you got the Omega Dragon, you got this guy, I have no idea, Gogeta, and then Gotenks, cool. And then this guy. Now I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. For me, the one that likes playing local level decks, none of my decks can kind of keep up to this. When I talk to Marcel or anyone else on PVG, I show them like, oh, check out this deck. Does it beat Vegex? No, but it's good. So I was honest with my boss. I'm like, dude, it's a little hard for me to put content out there because nothing's going to keep up with Vegex. He's like, well, pretend Vegex doesn't exist. All right.
You know, I feel kind of bad, you guys.
Oh, don't feel bad, Peter.
Oh, gee, I never thought of it like that.
Game's good again. Not bad. Hopefully Bandai touches it somehow. I don't even know how at this point because he has starter deck leader protection like Shenron did. When we all complained about Shenron, the fact that they needed to sell the product, the leader couldn't get touched, that's Vegex. But maybe something can change, maybe errata. It's just really good. But this is not a complaint video. This is a video talking about the one and only
Hello, monkeys!
Frieza. Now, I'm a big fan of Frieza, and truth be told, I love this one. My favorite leader, if you guys don't know this, is Golden Frieza from set 1. I love that leader. This one is close to it. Not kind of the same. The old one untaps energy, super good. This one discards cards out of your opponent's hand. It has a permanent that you can't include Saiyan cards in your deck. Well, that's a shame. There's so many good Saiyan cards, surprisingly, because, you know, the show is based almost on Saiyans. But that's okay. The cards coming out for this deck works really well. Auto, choose one Frieza army, of course, card in your battle area and place it in the drop area. When this card attacks, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and discards it. Then add one card from your life to your hand. Add up to 1 means you can choose. So if you're going against a rush deck, you don't got to pick anything. You can pick 0. So you protect your life and let your opponent hit you down. It's fine. It's going to awaken you. Once you are at 4 or less, you get to draw 1 card, untap 1 energy, and flip this over to what a dream to be. This looks cool. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I do chess almost every day. This is what I want. So when I saw this card, I'm like, ooh, it's me in a picture. Auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. Always love that. It's not like rabbits. Active main, once per turn, choose 1 Frieza army card in your battle area, place it in the drop area. Choose 1 of your opponent's card in hand, so you get to choose. You don't get to look at it, but you know, you get to play any, meeny, money, mo, and be like, all right, this one. That's a lot better than your opponent picking. And they discard it. Choose 1 of your green unison cards, and it gains critical. That's not bad. A Planeswalker gaining critical. That's what I call unison, by the way. I call them Planeswalker because I did play Magic, and that's how they feel. Gaining critical is really good, especially if 1 can attack 3 times, but let's check it out. This leader comes starter deck 13. It's a Frieza starter deck, and you get all the cards you pretty much need only for 12 bucks. Again, click the link below. Now, what comes in the starter deck? Bam! All these cards. I took the time to find everything behind it, and these are the 50 cards. Now, really quick, shout out to Bandai. They did really good by putting 1 Cold Bloodlust in the starter deck. I was surprised, to be honest. I thought they were going to put 4 because they don't know they were bandless, but they do! So they don't confuse new players. Very important. So, only 1, but that's okay. Now, what if you spend $24? If you bought 2 starter decks, what happens then? Well, you get this. You got 2 decks combined together, and truth be told, again, if Vegex wasn't a thing, this could be local level good. You don't gotta get any other cards in the world. Just 2 starter decks, fuse them together, make this. You're gonna have your 4 Planeswalker, that's a monster. And then you have this engine that a lot of people are not playing right now, and I can understand why. But it's this 1-star Dragon Ball that turns a normal Frieza into a demonic looking one. And looks super cool. The only problem is that to do this evolve, this card has to be in your hand or deck. So being in hand is not really a problem. You keep it in your hand, but then that's like -1 card playing this, minus another card from playing from your hand. Ew, you want them in your deck. Now this could bring it out from the drop area. Oh, we got some competitive decks, let me tell you. But it doesn't. So it is what it is. And honestly, the starter deck ain't bad. What everything it brings out, solid. It's a nice strategy. And again, local level, but competitive nonetheless. Now let's pretend everything. 3xG Matthew Coombs did make a list for this leader, and truth be told, it was almost perfect. I really couldn't change anything about it. So I messaged him. I told him, hey, I'm gonna give you a shout out. I want you to know the deck profile I'm gonna do. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing you have, but little tweaks, Peter tweaks. That's what we're gonna call them. And if you are Shane O'Mac and you got money, it's gonna look like this.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
This. Bam! Oh, too much money. Oh, too much. I'm out. I'm done. All right, let's talk about it a little bit. Now we can talk about how this deck really is. Again, Matthew Coombs, thank you for the idea. It was great. He pretty much had the idea of Dispo. Now Dispo is incredible. I put him aside. I'm gonna tell you about it a little bit later. Why? Because my little Peter take, which people found out already. I realized this 2 weeks ago, but again, the drive to make a video wasn't there. But this card, super good, super strong. I love this card. I love this card since it came out. I've always been wanting to make it work. Just never really worked too much. Not too great. It was like a little cute tech. And then this Deborah came out. So let's talk about things. Our leader, we already know, discards. This super combo is best super combo when you're trying to do a hand destruction deck. Now, do they discard? No, but they pick 1 card from the hand and put it in the bottom of the deck. All right, it's still hand destruction. Next, you got this Planeswalker that is actually, to me, like the better one than the other one over here. 1, because you get it in the starter deck so cheap. Let's just go with that. 2, I really like what it does. Okay, permanent. If this card was to lose marker by an opponent's attack, you may place 1 life into the drop area instead. Now you crit yourself. That sucks. But you keep a Planeswalker. It's not bad. +1 active main. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it, then draw 1 card. That's not really a problem. It's filtering, and the card we discard, there's some good cards. So we'll get to that in a sec. And then -1 active main. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle card with energy cost 4 or less, KO it. Or choose 1 of your opponent's Unison and remove a marker. Now, removing 1 marker is not that much, but your Unison can attack theirs, so it's like removing 2 markers. That's not bad. That's not bad. And it's removal for just -1. This is a really good Planeswalker. Now, we know about Kamehameha. It's really good. +15, and it's just really good. Your opponent discards a card, and you get to choose. Great card. Definitely 4 of, obvious. Next is your Deborah. Add 1 card to your hand. When this card attacks, it gains 10,000 power and double strike. Now, why this over Gohan? Well, Gohan crits, that's really cool for the hand destruction concept that you try to do. But this is Frieza Army. So Frieza Army is already winning because our leader needs to sack Frieza Army cards for them to discard. So automatically that's the reason. But the second reason, if you need another reason, was double strike. I found out that 1-drop crit guys, they're gone, they're dead, they suck. We don't play them no more. Why? Because you need double strikes, you need triple strike, you need quadruple strike. Unisons is a new mechanic for the game that's just really, really good. You want to get rid of them as fast as possible. If not, the more turns are out, the more you feel like you're gonna lose. So I found that double strike and all these things are important to add in your deck. So we play 3. We don't do it for the self-awakening part. Our leader pretty much can do that. This is mostly to deal with Unisons. Next is the MVP, the LeBron of the deck. Every deck has a LeBron. This is ours. Auto, if your leader is a green Frieza card and you have a green Unison in play, which we will. If this card is placed in your drop area by your hand, by skill, you may play this card from your drop area. So, if it gets discarded by its skill, your skill, my skill, doesn't matter. Gets discarded, comes back from the dead to the drop area. Not bad. Plays itself. Active main for 1 green. If your leader is Green Frieza, the only reason I'm not playing the yellow one is because of this. And you have a green unison in play, add this card from the drop area to your hand. So we can do it again. We get a free Sinister Serpent. If you know Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a very good card. You get a free Sinister Serpent that keeps coming back, and when you discard it, you get value out of it because it comes right back out. That's really good. Why is it really good? Well, let's talk about a really good reason to play green leaders. Is this card. Counterattack if your leader is mono green. We are. Choose any number of your opponent's battle cards that add up to the total energy of 2 or less and KO them. By the way, tokens do not have levels, so you can get rid of all the tokens and then hit like a 1 or 2 drop. Very good. So Ubi, the guy that brings out 3 tokens, not that good anymore. When it came out, insane. This card came out, Umi kind of died. This is going to see a lot of play. Additional, you may choose 1 green card from your hand, discard it. If you do, your opponent can only attack 1 more time. So, this doesn't negate an attack, but it removes total cost of 2. When you discard a card for the additional cost for them to attack 1 more, you want to discard your LeBron. Why? Because LeBron's going to come out. It got discarded. That's called value. It also has a really good permanent that if you have a green unison in play, you may activate its counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. So it's free. We like this. Now the Dwayne Wade, mind you, I'm from Miami, guys, so Miami Heat. I knew Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Chris Bosh. There was 3 people. But right now, we got the Dwayne Wade. It is Frieza Army's Healing Pot. Very good card. Why? Because it's a field. Auto once per turn. When you play a green battle card from your drop area, draw 1 card. Now, once per turn, on my turn or your turn. So it doesn't matter. As long as I discard this, any turn, he comes out. If this is ready on the field, I get to draw a card each time, once per turn. But still very good. So, this is the Peter package. This is nice. I know the spice is already out right now, but in case you didn't know why, that's the explain. It's literally just these 2. Next, I like to have negates, at least 2 negates in the deck. So we got Shock and Death Ball. Don't really talk about that. Now, this Zarbon. It's not this Zarbon. It's actually a new card. It's a promo coming out that is a 2-drop blocker. Never are you going to pay 2. It has a fantastic ability that for 1 green energy, you can discard a card from your hand, a green card. It has to be green. A green card from your hand to play this from your drop area for 1 green. And it's a blocker. Super good. Then it has an awesome ability that if it gets KO and your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, they gotta discard 1. That's super good. We love this card. So for now, we only have 2 because we're gonna redirect. We're gonna zombify it coming back. It's gonna keep coming back. I can't say the R word right now. I'm embarrassed. If I don't edit this out, it's because I wanted you guys to laugh. Next is 2 Master Roshis because we want to make sure we have negates. So this 2 is theoretically 4. Or we want to discard our opponent's hand, we grab the Cell Kamehameha. Okay? Or we're going against Super Aggro deck, Vegex. We want to continue getting this. So definitely we play 2 just to grab the ones that you need. Next, this is the Shane O'Mac part. This card, Ribrianne. You pay 2, your opponent discards 2. Oh my god, there's not much to talk about. It's just a very expensive card. It's like 55, 60 bucks. You know, fun story. When the set came out, it was like 35 bucks. Or dropped down at least. The lowest I ever saw it was like 35 bucks. And I was like, I don't need it. Now it's like 50, 60. I'm like, I gotta look at it. But if you got it, perfect. This is a great leader to use it for. Next, Artificial Impact. Good card. What's it do? Well, permanent. You can activate its active battle in your hand without paying its energy cost. So it's an extra card that considered to be 5k because its active battle is choose one of your leader cards or battle cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the battle. So it's like a 5k combo. Very good card. Our Master Roshan can grab it. Kind of cool. Main reason it's there is because active main, if your leader is green, choose one of your opponent's battle card, ignore barrier, and KO it. choose one card in your opponent's hand and discard it. So it does this discard thing, helps us get rid of barrier creatures. So in Volt, it's actually pretty solid in set 10. So it's a great card. At worst, you use it for 5k combo to defend yourself. Next is probably the Chris Bosch. We could say this is like the Chris Bosch at this point because it's tall. It's very tall. It's a 5-drop, but you're never gonna pay 5. Why? Because it has a great ability that. One, its great ability is permanent. When you have a green unison card with 2 or more markers, you can play this counter for free. So this 5 cost, 0. It's nothing. It's nothing. Nothing. It's 5 cost. Bring it out for free. Counterplay, you can activate its counterplay skill no other this turn. So when you activate this counterplay, you can't activate no other counterplay that turn. Okay, it's called balance. Auto, when you play this card, you may choose one of your opponent's battle card with energy cost 7 or less and KO it. Now, I don't think you kill any secret rares. I think all the secret rares are 8 or more. But 7 or less is pretty solid. It's not bad. You remember the cool combo Mira Champa? Well, at least we kill Mira. That's kind of cool. Not bad. And it's a 5-drop that comes out for free. Frieza Army that, alright, it has 10k power, not much to swing at, but our leader can use it to sack it. Let it die, your opponent discards a card, give your unison a crit, and you already destroyed something. Great card. Now this was a Matthew Kuhn special. He added this to the deck, and 2 was a solid number. I'm a fan. Triple Strike, permanent. If your leader is green and this card is in rest mode, your opponent can only attack this card. Okay, not bad. It protects your unison, your leader, and they have to deal with this 30k butt. When you play this card from your hand, choose all your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO them. We got board removal. We like that. Auto, when this card is removed from the battle area by the opponent's skill or KO'd, choose one battle card with energy cost 4 or less from the drop area and play it. Skills are negated. The skill negated part, there's so much more we could have done if the skill wasn't negated. But it's okay, it's called balance. Now, we don't run 4 or less, or 4. We don't run 4 in this deck. Sad, I want to. I'm gonna give you a little idea out there, but we do have things we can bring back. Even bringing out a 1-drop back so we can sack it is totally fine. Whatever we bring back, Freezing Pod recognizes it being green, because that's what you have to bring in, green, and you get to draw a card. So it dies, you draw a card, you bring something back, pretty good. No matter what, it's board removal, it's like a deadly defender, it's a great card to have. Next is the other Planeswalker that you should get for this deck, because if this is not doing what you need, this definitely will do what you need. I like this at 4 because this is what I really want to start out with, but I can see the argument that this card is just as good. Auto, when your opponent combos, you may place one card from the combo area into the owner's drop area. If you do, negate the skill for the turn. So once per turn, when your opponent combos, I can remove it. If you're trying to do a rival and you do a super combo with 2 colors, I remove it. I don't want to deal with it, just in case, right? And it's theoretically discarding once your opponent combos, and making it hard for your opponent to out combo your 15k crit. Pretty good. +1 active main, you may choose one battle card, green battle card, with energy cost 1, KO it. Your opponent chooses one card from their hand and discard it. Well, our LeBron is a 1-drop. Our guy swinging double strike is a 1-drop. It's not bad. These are the only 1-drops of the deck, but it's okay because this recurs so much. This guy, until they have a way to remove this from play, this guy's going to keep coming back. So you're going to keep sacking it. But it has another great ability that -3 active main. This card gains 5,000 power and triple attack for the turn. 5,000 power from 15, that's 20. And let's do some math. 20 with 3 attacks, that's pretty strong. And your leader can give it critical. So 20, triple attack, critical. Good Planeswalker, not bad. This is really good. Now this awesome, super cool card, yellow. It's a promo. What it is a green 3-drop Ginyu that on your opponent's turn costs 1. It's reduced by 2, so it costs 1. It negates an attack and gets to play itself. It's Frieza Army, so we can sack it at worst. And when you play this card, you can choose one Frieza Army card from your drop area with 9,000 power or less. 9,000, kind of weird. Yeah, but it's okay. 9,000 power or less, the LeBron or the double striker, and add it to your hand. Then you have to discard a card. Okay, not bad. We negate an attack, we play a Frieza Army for free so we can sack it so your opponent discards. And what we're pretty much going to grab, our LeBron, draw it, add it to our hand, then we got a discard card, we're just going to discard it, plays itself. And when it plays itself, boom, draw another card. Pretty good. So we definitely put 2 of, maybe it deserves to be 4 of. But for now, it's just 2. These are little ideas out here on the side. This is a Mathacune special, he's the one that added this. Has a great ability, that active main. If you have no cards in your battle area, you can send this from the drop area to warp and choose 1 battle card with energy cost of 1 and play it. Negate its skill for the turn. Okay, so that's really good to bring out your 1 drop to sack it and use abilities. Thing is, sadly, the card says no cards in your battle area. A field card is in your battle area. So, it's either or. It's the Peter special or the Mathacune special. I would choose the Peter special. But, you know, that's just an opinion. Next, it's this little card. This card's not that great, but it's a 4-drop. It's a 4-drop, so we're going to bring it out. That's kind of cool, bringing out 20k. When you play this card, your opponent chooses 2 cards from the hand and places it in the drop area. Okay. And if it would die, the KO, all this stuff, you bring out a 3-drop. The dying part's whatever, but it's the fact that it can continue discarding your opponent's hand. That's kind of important. Main reason for the deck card is that if it's in your drop area, it makes use of your pod, because pod actually has another ability that I didn't tell you about. It has an active main for 2 green and 2 colorless, so 4 energy. You can place this card in the owner's drop area, choose 1 battle card with energy cost 4 or less from the drop area, and play it. So if you have no way to recur, or you already did the super LeBron play and drew a card that turn, and you have some energy to spare, well, why not do something with it? Pay 4, sack this, bring out this, and your opponent discards 2 cards. That's called strategy. That's called like, ooh, value. So, it's an idea. And mind you, this is 50 cards. If you like the idea of 60 cards, these are things you can add. Next is amazing card. Indestructible. Active main for 1. Just one. If you have 3 or more energy, choose green battle cards in your battle area with 5,000 power or more with a total energy cost of 5. Place in your drop area, play this card from your hand. Now, turn 3. How will we have energy cost of 5? Well, on turn 2, we're going to play one of our Planeswalkers. Cool. That's not bad. That's a strategy. Then on our opponent's turn, he's going to play a battle card. Doesn't matter what he plays. He can play Majin Buu, draw 1 card for 1. We're going to counterplay. Kill the Majin Buu. And now we have a 5 on the board. So our turn, because this is turn 2, bringing out Planeswalker. Our turn 3, we have 3 energy. We can sack this 5 drop for an indestructible 20k. With the auto of when this card attacks, choose 1 card in your opponent's hand, place it in a drop area. Hand destruction. Oh my god. It's like they're built together. It's incredible. Really good card. If you don't have your hands on this one, I think the last I saw it was like 15, 20 bucks. If you like this deck, it's totally worth it. And then Shenron. I like Shenron. That's just the truth of it. I'm a big fan. And Shenron's really good with Pod, because when you use his ability to draw a card and bring out a 2-drop or less, you get to draw another card. Or Shenron's in the graveyard, because you can literally run a 1-of. You can sack Pod for 4. Pay 4, bring out Shenron. Okay, use his ability, draw a card on tap 2. Oh my god, we got value now. Now you have to get rid of this. Ideas, guys. These are all ideas, and this is the Shane O'Mac deck of money. Again, do what my boss said. Pretend Vegex doesn't exist. Oh my god, and there you go. You feel like you're playing great DBS. But the moment you sit against a Vegex player, you're like, okay. Outside of that though, this deck, solid against everything else. I promise you, I give you my word. But try it out, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. I do read them, I do try to reply. And thank you for joining me, guys. Till next time, I'm out.